Hey, it's Joy. I know it's been another 4 months since my last community EV charger project update. And a lot of you have been asking on Twitter, and even I ran into my subscribers at a mall over the weekend, and they asked me if the chargers have been installed. Unfortunately, as you could tell from the title of this video, no, they haven't. It's been really 2 years now since I first proposed this project to our HOA board, and then we started the whole surveying process and then engaged with Southern California Edison, which is our utilities company. And in the last video, I showed you that they actually sent out a geospatial company to come out and did a little site survey, and they did a lot of markings, and we're all excited thinking that, yay, this is finally moving forward. But then we heard nothing back, per usual. So wanted to give you an update. This is long overdue, and let me share with you the timeline and where we are right now. So on February 10th of 2023, SCE, Southern California Edison, told us that they started the project design phase. And once the project design is done, then the next step is to work on the easement. And that is for the ADA compliant walkways for the 2 stalls. And then we heard nothing. So I followed up with SCE at the end of March. So on March 27th, our engineering project manager replied and said that the engineering design was done, but the project manager was waiting on the Edison design. I think it has something to do with the actual transformer and the power grid or the infrastructure. And that it would take about another 4 weeks due to the additional ports requiring additional work from engineering, and which delayed the Edison design. Okay, fine. I got it. We got it. So another 4 weeks. And then a month later, on April 28th, we followed up with SCE again with our project manager, the engineering project manager. And he came back saying that the preliminary Edison design was to be forwarded to the project manager the 2nd week of May. And once engineering receives that design, they will send it to us for review and acceptance. And then once we accept, the engineering team will proceed to final design and permitting to start the work. The project manager was expecting construction to start in August based on the permit processing timeline. So fine, August, that's okay. So as I mentioned in the previous videos, it's taking us probably 2 years to get these chargers installed. So then we heard nothing, and another couple weeks went by, and we checked in on them again. And on May 18th, Southern California Edison came back saying that they had to obtain more technical data about the transformer serving the site, which was causing another 4 weeks of delay. So if you're just watching this video and you're new to this whole video series, I live in a condo community that was constructed in 1973. So yeah, this is a 50-year-old property, and the power infrastructure is just not there to handle EV charging load. So that's why we had to go through with our power company to get the transformer upgraded and updated so that when we install the 6 ports Blink level 2 chargers, it's going to be able to handle the load of EV charging. So, okay, fine, another 4 weeks. And I replied to them and basically asking, hey, how are things going? And on June 6th, they said that our project manager on the engineering side replied and said that they have over 1,000 requests like this. And they're all working overtime to get them completed. Engineering requested more detailed property map from us so that the engineering manager, he said he'll try to move this forward a little bit faster on his end. And I actually reminded him, and I copied our Edison side rep on it as well, that we've actually purchased the Blink Level 2 EV chargers per their requirement during this rebate application process. And we received those chargers back in like November of 2022. And they've been sitting in our storage. They're not being commissioned and they're just sitting there collecting dust. So I had to push them a little bit more, basically saying, hey, we follow your procedure. You told us we need to go ahead and buy the chargers because then, boom, 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 things are going to happen. We did what you said and still nothing is going on. So please light some fire underneath somebody to get this moving. So we haven't heard back since June 6th. And I literally just shot off another video to our engineering manager and to the Edison rep, checking on them and asking, hey, where are we with this design, the site final design, so that we can get this accepted and then they can get the permit. If I think, according to what they've been telling us, what the time frame has been like, let's say everything is good to go first week of July. Let's hypothetically make that claim, which I don't think it's going to happen. The permitting will probably not take place for another 4 months, because back in April, they said that permitting wouldn't, or the construction wouldn't start in August, which would be 4 months after the whole site design acceptance and then getting the permitting. So let's say July, everything is okay. Construction probably wouldn't start until November, December, which means we won't get these chargers installed until 2024. So yeah, this is the latest update. It's frustrating to say the least, because we have more and more residents switching to EVs now. I can tell you that in the last year, started at the beginning of 2022, last year and a half, I'm seeing so many new Teslas here in our condo community. There are a couple of Ioniqs that I've seen that are parked on the surface. Underground parking, I don't know, in other 13 buildings, I don't know. But I've seen BMW i3, Ioniq, bunch of Teslas. I've seen a Mach-E, I've seen a Bolt, I've seen an ID4. So yeah, they're just coming in. So people are switching to EVs, and our office manager gets asked frequently by people, hey, when are the EV chargers going to be installed? And unfortunately, it's a very, very, very lengthy process. So yeah, I'm still fighting, but it is pretty tiring, I can tell you that. Fingers crossed that July, that things will finally move forward and we can finally get these the transformer upgraded, and then we can get these blink chargers installed. So thank you so very much for following up with me on this project, because I know people have been asking. And stay tuned for the next one. See you next time. God bless.